Yeah, good afternoon. Apologies because I had to create another video because of the lengthiness of the first video I created and uploaded on YouTube. And it took about 2 point something gig, and it's quite difficult for me to upload on YouTube because it's taking much time. You give me 1 p.m. for me to submit my task, and I've been trying so hard to upload and complete the video on YouTube, but it's not uploading. It's taking much time. So here's the video. Hold on. So it's currently at 44%. That's the first video I created. 45%. That's why I wouldn't know the right time or the best time it's going to complete. So I'm creating a new video now. I'll make it much more simple and less lengthy so that we can accommodate this space. So probably before that, I'm trying to download a package called FFmpeg, right? So I can write a script to decrease a capacity because it's quite long and it's quite heavy. Here's the file. Here's the file. This is it, almost 2.3 gig. So I'm trying to write the script. So if it's still not working, I'm trying to do a new video to make it less accommodating, less gig or less MB, so we can actually upload it seamlessly on YouTube. So so this is currently Alma Linux. I have Kali, I have OpenSUSE, I have CentOS. I'm a big time Linux fan. All right, so I don't know if I could stop this video. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop this video. Stop this video. So this is this is so this is the Alma Linux. Okay, it shows it has been installed 9.7. Okay, so this is the couple of script I wrote. Okay, so I have to go back then to go back to the initial one. I have to make this as fast as possible because I wouldn't want it to just increase. Uploading it on YouTube might take much time. Okay, so the goal is just to install Linux. All right, configure networking, set up a static IP address using Google DNS. That is 888.8 and 884.4. Right, set up a firewall. All right, install, update the system, and install Docker. Okay, so this is the first thing I did was install. First thing I did was to install Arma Linux. Right, so as you can see, it's actually installed. Then the next thing I did was um check the link. All these have been configured already, so I don't want to alter anything. It's been configured. I have them on. I have them on my history file, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. So they're all configured. This is for Docker. This is the microservices. Okay, so this is my connection. So if you come here, so there are two connections, wired connections. We have Kenny James. This is the default one. This is the named adapter. Okay, so I came here, wired settings. So this is the Google DNS 888.844. I made it static. Okay, I made it static. So on the next side of things, this is the command you're creating the connection. This is the Kenny James one I showed you earlier, right? So you create a connection, you reload the connection, you connect the connection by bringing down this first one. That's the default connection. Then bringing in this one, connection, Kenny James. Then you test for connections. So you ping. This is what I did to ping. The network was reachable after configuration. Okay, just trying to make sure that this thing doesn't increase follow. So they are reachable. They are reachable. So no connection loss. I was able to ping, do an NS lookup on Google, so they are reachable. So they are reachable. So I have a lot of okay, still taking time. Okay. So the next one is just to download Docker. So I've been able to download Docker. I can run all these commands here. Yeah. This is the firewall. Alright, so it's all running. Firewall the firewall is all running. So if you want to check, you can check the status of the firewall by running this command. I need to make this video short and simple because I wouldn't want it to have more to have a lot of capacity in it. I'm sorry. So it's currently running. Alright. So I'm gonna end it. So the next we need to do is just to check TMPF ports 80 443 and 336. Okay, do them. So all these are expected results, so there's no cause for alarm. So here's it's still working, they're active, they're listening. Okay. Then we do a shutdown. I would want to do a shutdown. This is just updates. Once you install, okay, you restart, you enable the firewall, alright, install Docker, right? You have to update the restart the system. So this is the command in installing Docker. Alright. So this is the version, you enable the Docker. This is the version to ensure if it's installed up appropriately. Okay. So that's it. So here's the build. This is the version of the Docker 29.20. Okay. Then then this is writing the bind for both directories. I'll show you the create check the status of the Docker. Docker is working fine. Should working fine. I tested it earlier on my history command. I just want to show you because you want to know how. Yeah, so they're working fine. So if you do it docker ps, okay, if you do it docker ps, it's a list of commands, right? So I've been running this since for 13 hours now, right? So they're working fine. Service is fully operational. The next thing is for you to create a binding for both directories, web data and DB data. Then you create a permission for those directories. So I've been able to create this data in my root directory. This is my root directory, yeah. So ls minus lr t. So this is the data I created and the web data I also created. Okay, so if I do a hidden file, I should be able to see the gits that I created. Oh, no, sorry. So, so this is the git file I created. Alright, so using git init to initiate the git, then you put in your password, gitlab password, user's name. That was how I was able to create a project on. It's still taking time. This is the first video I created. It's still taking time. So that was why I had to create this new video. So this is the pipeline I created. That's for the Yami file. On and this is the project I created, the WordPress project. Okay, WordPress project is taking time. All right. So these are all the WordPress files. It's coming up. Just give it some time. So these are the files. Okay, these are the files. So this is my OKO. Okay, that's my user's name. Okay, so currently this is my WordPress. Right, I'm trying to build something simple. A portal. Yeah, yeah. I love designing. All right, so trying to build something simple. I cannot longer install WordPress because I already installed it on the DB. So let's move forward because of time and because of I created a bind for this permission for both directories, right? So I ran this command, the web data on the bind on Apache. So I had to restart, I had to remove, then I ran this command again, using a root password for this and this. That's I'm setting the password for the WordPress password. So I created a network, created a network on the web directory as the web data and the DB data directory. So I ran this command. I also ran this command also to ensure that everything is working fine. Everything is working fine. Oh god, I wouldn't want this thing to take long. So, so they are all connected. Everything is working fine as it should. Okay, so fast forward to this. So this is the binding to ensure that everything is properly binded together. Everything is binding together. Okay, okay, this is the output of everything. So, so here are they. Okay, this is all the files embedded in each of those directories. So we are good. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is just to verify, add this to the configuration file to the web data file, which has been done. Then you use git init to initiate the git, you add directory, then you commit. Because I actually showed this earlier on here on the GitLab page. Okay, so these are all the things I've committed by pushing those things from my remote system to GitLab. Okay, so this is the point of which I was trying to install. I use this command after installing. You have to push again, right, to update the existing file. Okay, then the next thing to do is just to create a YAML file by appending this code, which I actually did. So you can come here and see that. Go back and get this thing done. So here's it. I created a backup. When I was doing the first modification, I created a backup for it, and this is the real one. So I can check the existing backup file. So here's it. Okay. Then I also check the original file, YAML file. So here's it. So at the point of I forgot to add this. So creating a host name for this task. Just trying to host. So these are my hosts. This is the static IP address. And this is the host name. Naxum test server.app. Okay. Then you can also run this command ctl. So this is also the host name. Okay, so we are fine, and this is the server also, almost 9.7. Okay, having more this is 14. I want to make it highest 16 20 minutes. So I was able to add this MIDI configuration in the YAML file. All right, so I did some testing. All right, so I took some logs, check if everything is fine on the Docker logs by running this command By running this command, so it was fine. Everything seems to be working fine. So this just the logs. Okay, I can tell. So let's put 10. 10. Let's see that. So this just how it works. Okay. Then the next one is, yeah, we did some configuration after the whole modification. We have to be pushed by updating the existing WordPress configuration from the database. So we also ran this command. I ran this command. Run this command. So I run this command shows details of every, yeah, we have Terraform, we have GitLab, we have WordPress all installed. Admin has been created, so shows that everything is working fine. Then on the Terraform package, we use this to run a repo. We added a repo that's util. Then we installed Terraform, right? Terraform. After installing Terraform, check the version of Terraform using this command. Everything is still on my history file. Let me show you most of the history files right now. I ran, sorry, everything is fine. So this is the version. So if I run the history file, these are collectives of all my commands I've run so far. Okay, I just wanted to show you. Oh, sorry. History. So these are collective of almost all the commands I've run so far when I was working on the configuration and when I was working on my task. So these are the list of commands I've run so far. Alright, I'm just trying to reduce space. I wouldn't want this thing to increase because the first video I did took 2 point something gig and uploading on YouTube takes time. Okay, so after installing, you run an init file, you create a document, a directory. So here's the directory. Here's the directory. I created directory on the root directory file. The root directory. So here is it. Okay. After doing that, you create a configuration file called main.tf. Right. So after I created it, I set it for touched. After touching, I configured the file, and here's the command I used. Okay, so these are all the commands I use, incorporating all the microservices on the Terraform. So these are all the commands I use, incorporating that. So once you're done, you use the init file. I can't run this because it's not currently running. Okay, so these are all the commands I use, the one I showed you earlier. Okay, then we use Terraplan. Okay, so I actually ran this before. So here's, this is additional, this is additional terminal. All right, so I manage a lot of production environments in where I work. This is a list of servers. Got the script I ran just to reduce, this is the script I ran most times I try to archive large chunks of log files. Okay, so I manage a lot of servers. Okay, so on this particular one, I think I ran this command. Here's it. Yes, so the Terraform plan. So this is the changes. Your infrastructure matches the configuration. Then after that, I also run Terraform apply. Right, same behavior. Nothing changes. Just a minute. Hello, hello, hello. I'm fine. Apologies. I didn't want small meeting like that. I'm actually in a meeting. No vex. Where you dey? Okay, if you feel they come, if you they come. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If you they come. Yeah, come, come, come. It's fine. Thank you. So apologies for that breakout. Okay, so the next thing I'm supposed to do, like, okay, by running this command, it's yes. So yes, this is backup. I'm supposed to run this command, but I wouldn't want to run this command. Okay, I wouldn't want to run, so we can just do a coil to see experience like, and everything is fine. I'm supposed to run this destroy command, but I wouldn't want to do it until I finish the it's just to the final lap is just to run this command and everything goes off. Everything goes off. But I'm trying to work on. I want to complete these. Okay. So so this is what I was generating. So everything is fine. Okay. Everything is fine. There are no issues. I'm supposed to run this command, all right, to complete the task. It doesn't take anything just to run this command. But once I run this command, most of all this microservice will go off, and I will not be able to work on the current site I'm working on. Yeah, the WordPress site I'm working on. This is just not trying to play around it. Yeah, so once I'm done, I'll just execute that last command and we are good to go. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my task. I think it's much more insightful, and I believe very strongly that you might be able to like my class, my video. Thank you.